So I bought this little attachment. The idea is that you put your camera phone in there. You can either look at road maps or, as I'm about to do, test drive with the camera. Let's see how it goes. Now, it doesn't like bumps. I don't like bumps. Oh. We'll see how we go though. This morning when I drove Taz to school, I hit a bump and it fell off. But I'm also trying to test out how the microphone works and changing from light to day. So I'm going to go down into a car park. Oh, it's looking pretty good to tell you the truth. And we can just stay there, and if I hit a bump though, as I said, the bump I hit this morning was really big, which you can't help in this place. Fun part. I love this roundabout. I think part of the problem this morning was I didn't have it quite tightened up, and I took it when it fell off. Just before I put it back on, I tightened it all up again, and really as tight as I could do it. Taz was like, "Oh, it takes up, blocks your driving," and it doesn't really, no more than the mirror does. And where I've got it, well, you know. And now comes the big part. Come to the shopping centre and the doctors. The blinker on. And the little phone holder was bought from Temu. I know a lot of people don't like Temu. It was only about $8. I also bought another one, which I'll show you at another time, for the phone to actually sit in and be used as a phone holder. Oh, people everywhere. Oh! I said we should never get another grey car because no one sees it. Oh, okay, here we go, down into the darkness. I think I've done pretty good. I'll just go here in small car section. Alrighty. And we're here. So let's say 7.5 minutes. Oh. And we're back on the road again. Whenever I go to the doctors, I always go to the $2 shop. I know there's people out there who frown on the $2 shops and your smart dollars and stuff like that, but you'd be surprised what you could get. Yeah, I make costumes and things to please me, and that seems to get other people happy, so you know. I also bought some felt, stick-on felt, just in case it falls off again, because I can see a gap. I mean, they make these things to fit all cars, so... Oh, up we go. Now we're going to have some fun. Oh. Through the car park, where there are, you know what there are, lots of bumps. Oh, that was a long time in there. 10 to 2 and it's now 10 past 3. Give them maybe 10 minutes going over to the shopping centre and walking back. And it seems I'm going to go and see the podiatrist and also the physio. What some of you might not understand is that in another life I was what was called an orthotist prosthetist, even though I only ever did orthotics. And orthotics are not those things that podiatrists put in shoes. They just took the name. But I won't go into the full explanation of it. And don't you love people who know where they're going? Anyway, the natural enemy of the orthotist prosthetist was in this order: podiatrists, occupational therapists, and the very last would be physio. Physios were not too bad, but the guy I go to is pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by this little gadget. I know it seems like a lot of useless videoing, but as I said, I want to get used to it. I want to get tested out. This is test number 3. This is going home. Going home is always a bit difficult. Also, too, the road on this side is a bit more bumpy, as you can probably see. This is why I don't usually come out anytime. I try to avoid people. I know that sounds strange, but you have to understand, the past few years I've been through surgery and health, pretty much stuck inside. And going out amongst the people can be a real interesting state of affairs for me. People don't like it when they see people with walkers and stuff like that. I don't know why. No one does this to themselves to get benefits, no matter what they try and tell you. Yeah. You can just wait there, thank you. So, testing this gadget out has become a Kevin's opinions on life, the universe, and everything. I find it too that if I go to an event and I'm in costume, I handle the people better than if I'm just as a civilian. I really don't know why, unless it's just because I can hide behind a mask, which is pretty easy to do. It's like when I went to Maitland recently. I had a ball, but I was in costume all day from say 11:30 to 7:30, and I was fine. I had pictures taken. I joked with a lot of people. This is what we put up with at Gosford here, Central Coast. The funny thing is, about 2-3 k's down the road, over the Narara Creek, on either side of the creek are 2 dead-end roads. There's no reason why a bridge couldn't be put across there. And it would ease a lot of people coming up this way, because a lot of people come up this way to go to Wyoming, whereas if it was down there, they would, well, virtually drive straight into Wyoming. The roundabout where I came round at Coles is another one. That's a dead end there, and there's a dead end on the other side. Up. Well, again, I'm impressed. I also don't know how long the camera on the phone goes before it turns itself off. So we're up to 7.5 minutes, so that's not too bad. I don't think there's anything I can do about the bouncing. That's just the road. See, this road's quite new. This part's been retarred. We're not getting the bounce. Next stop sign. Up we go. Can't say that I'm very fond of this driveway. When we moved here 8 years ago, when I started having hip surgery, I needed a place that was flat, and it's flat once you get to the top. I'm nearly home. Goodness me. There we go, into the garage. People say, why do you turn the lights on when you go in the garage? Because I need to get as close to the boxes without bumping them, so that the tail end of the car is in. Whoop. And I think that'll do it. Home again, jiggity jig. Oh, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and it still held out, so I'm happy with that.